Imagine one day you wake up and getting ready for school is impossible without a helping hand. Or you can't tell time on a 12-hour clock because you know there's 24 hours in a day and not 12. Believe it or not, these struggles are very real for an autistic man by the name of Charlie Edwards. Charlie struggles with some of the simplest tasks in life, like brushing his teeth, pairing socks together, and remembering to eat fruit every day. According to Clearing the Fog about Autism.org, autism spectrum disorder is a wide variety of complex neurodevelopmental disorders that affects all ethnic backgrounds and all ages. These complex disorders can be categorized by social impairment, struggle to communicate, and repeated acts of behavior. Some quick facts about autism are: 1 in approximately every 88 kids have autism. Boys are 4 times more likely to have autism than girls are, and 30% of people with autism experience seizures once an adult. Autism is usually discovered by the child's primary caregiver, because they're the ones who witness the child's social interactions. Things like lack of eye contact, indifference to social engagement, and difficulty showing empathy are all early signs. For example, instead of wanting to play outside with the kids in the neighborhood, a child with autism may want to sit in their room and be alone to think for hours. Autistic kids also have a very different experience in school than we do. Autistic kids are often bullied due to being misunderstood. This is very sad because it usually makes them feel they have done something wrong. People with autism have feelings just like you and I, but they struggle with social interactions. For example, a kid with autism might find something funny that others don't, like the sound of a ball hitting the floor. But on the other hand, they might show no reaction towards a joke. They just don't think the same as we do. Another thing autistic kids struggle with is the inability to filter comments, which can be a good thing because this makes for fewer lies. Since kids with autism learn differently, it would only make sense to teach them differently. This is where individualized education programs, or IEPs, come into play. These learning programs are set up by the school and the student's parents in hopes to prepare the student for a realistic educational path. The student's IEP will affect what classes he or she takes and how much extra help will be given. Now, after an IEP is in place, it will become obvious if the child will be capable of attending a college or a tech school after graduation. If more schooling isn't in the student's future, they will enter a transition program while still in high school. Our transition programs are made to help kids who won't be capable of getting higher education after high school due to mental struggles plan for a realistic future. For example, Ben Rippin sold popcorn at lunch one day, and his job was to sell and make successful transactions, teaching him important communication skills and math skills needed to keep track of money. This is important to Ben because he will probably not get a job with a low skill level needed. He probably will get a job with a low skill level needed. This is not because Ben doesn't have skills, because for those of you that have seen that boy moonwalk, you know he has some talent in those shoes. But people with autism struggle to be taught new skills. It is especially hard if they don't find the task interesting. Autistic people are often infatuated with things they find interesting, as Ben is with Michael Jackson. Don't believe me? Just ask him a question about Michael Jackson. He won't disappoint. At the same time, if you were trying to teach him how to properly set silverware on a table, he would struggle, because he probably wouldn't find that interesting. It's a struggle with most autistic people. I hope one day everybody can see autistic people are capable of anything, and they can contribute to our society just as we do. We need to be patient and understand they don't think like we do, and they can't help it. That's just how their brains work. Never underestimate the human mind. Just look at Rain Man.